What did it do?
What's going on, everyone? Deastl, can you hear me?
Yep.
Good stuff, good stuff. Back from my hiatus. I am back, stronger than ever. Ready to write more software and do other things, I guess. What's going on, Aiden? He said sup nerds, so I gotta say hello. Should I switch to my new desktop wallpapers?
I can't even see your.
The stream's not coming through?
It still says stream starting up.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, I haven't streamed yet, but I'm just showing you the just to you, Deastl, just for you, buddy.
Is that the new one?
Yeah, it's one of the new ones.
You know, look a lot better than MySpace wallpapers.
Hell yeah. Well, what's going on, everyone? It is I, Nate, back from a week and a half hiatus. Curious. I only have 2 viewers. Why can't I just get the people in the voice chat to minimize my stream? Why is it so difficult? All I'm trying to do is do a little bit of growth hacking, and it doesn't work out.
Well, you see, you haven't threatened them.
Threaten them with what, though?
There doesn't even have to be a threat. It could just be like, or else.
Or else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. HTMX PONG. Get status. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. All right, just push straight to main. Don't know what that was about. But today we are working on matchmaking. So Deastl, I'm going to do something rare. I'm going to whiteboard some stuff out.
That's how we're gonna find you a man.
Ooh, Microsoft whiteboard. I wonder what that's going to be. Think that's any good? Oh, you can just sign in. Never mind.
Just Excalibur, man.
Well, I can't go back now. There we go. Okay.
I hate Microsoft.
Excalibur. Oh, look at that. Already stuff up there. And I don't know. How do I erase? Erase.
You just reset the board.
Bye-bye. No, I'm erasing everything. Fuck that. And there we go.
You always take the longest path.
I don't take the longest path. I take a long path. All right. So that's still eraser. How do I go into the pen? All right. I don't want that. Cancel. How do I go into the pen mode? Excalibur draw. Indeed. All right. So we're going to be in draw mode. So request comes in. Let's draw like a little state diagram, right? So user goes to /index, right?
Architect him. Oh, Jesus Christ.
What?
That is.
What?
You know they got text.
Yeah, and then I'm jockeying
just-
between my my keyboard and mouse.
You press T.
Yeah, I have to touch my keyboard, dude. I'm already on the mouse. This is why I use Vim, so I don't have to go between the two.
It's the other way around.
Shut the fuck up. All right. And then from index, they can either go into one of three places, right? They can go to single
They
mode.
have arrows.
Single mode. They can go into a game room mode, where with a named game room, or they can go into matchmaking.
Oh, you gotta sing.
Do I?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't see anything that says sing mode has been activated.
And he spent 2,500 Nate tokens.
I don't
on
see it. I'm looking at my stream manager and I don't have to sing shit.
You just disabled the token gifts.
Did I disable token gifts? I don't think I did. No, I still have token gifts up. Here, I'll redeem one of my own. Whoa. Gotta hydrate. Glug glug. So I didn't disable shit. Fuck you. Anyway, so you can go into a game room or you can go into matchmaking. Matchmaking. Right? Right, Deastl? Right?
Correct.
Okay, so single mode, what you do is you do a new game. And then you make a robo player. And then they get to be the left player. So user is left player. And then robot is right, you know.
Who's Bite Cat?
Bite cats? Oh, hi, Bite cats. Frankly, I can't keep track of who all these people are. If they don't come in the Discord, that's sad. Oh, Bite cats, hydrate. Thank you. Glug glug. Delicious water. Ooh, ran out of water. Gotta drink some delicious Coke Zero. Delicious. I feel my health regenerating already. So then the matchmaking is... time to glug glug. Thank you, Deastl, for the hydrate. If you dumb sons of bitches keep making me drink water, I'm going to quit. Oh, wait, nope. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to keep going. Anyway. Oh, time to hydrate. Glug glug. Anyway.
Complaint coming up.
Oh, gotta hydrate. Glug glug. I feel like the ice cream's so good, girl. Anyway. Find left. Assigned left. And then the next player to come into matchmaking gets the free room if there's a room open. If room open, then assigned right, and then it continues. The stream is dropping frames, sir. I can assure you I'm streaming at a solid 6,000 kbps.
You have like the most unstable internet.
My internet is stable. What do you... Oh, that's actually way slower than I was expecting. That's pretty fucked. Yeah, this is really slow. Why is it so slow? Oh, you know what? I'm on Wi-Fi. That's it. And my router is all the way across the house from me. Either way, this should be plenty.
Does a MacBook even have an Ethernet port?
I mean, my dock has an Ethernet port. But I use the Ethernet port underneath this desk for my my AI machine. Should I make some AI? Waste a little time?
Yeah.
I don't know why this is taking so long to load. This shouldn't be taking that long to load. It's on my local network. I just have it going through a single Nginx proxy. That's taking too long. http://192.168.1.190, not 80, 81, 88. There we go. All right. Let's get a mountain in here. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Another mountain.
On your network, just like I do.
What was that?
You memorize the IPs of your computers.
Well, this machine is actually called... Oh, this is Red Rum. And of course, if I log into it with a different thing, it'll be different. Oh, yeah, I was doing some stuff for a friend. Anyway. So we go mountain, Q prompt, and then wait for it. It'll generate a small one, and then it'll 4x it in the upscale thing, which is pretty neat. This thing takes forever. So it goes through and like tiles it out.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. The problem is when you do that, you get this weird like stringy quality to the stuff it generates. Like you'll notice that on my AI generated backgrounds that I have released on the Discord, is that a lot of them look kind of stringy. Like when you zoom in, you see what I'm talking about?
Is that just a part of it being partitioned?
Yeah, I don't know. Like there's definitely some amount of stringiness on the regular one, but when you upscale it, it makes it much weirder and more, I don't know, something to that. The best thing to do with the AI is ask it to...
Still pretty magic.
Yeah, the best thing to do is ask it to generate guns. And I'm just going to remove that so it doesn't have to do the upscale thing. If I ask it to generate guns, it has no idea. I mean, it clearly has an idea what a gun looks like, but like when you look at them for longer than half a second, like the trigger's the wrong way. All right, these are almost reasonable. But like how the trigger is like connected to the trigger guard, and the trigger guard back here is busted. Like, look at that. Or like if I say like, I don't know, AR-47. You get the most cursed combination of an AR-15 and an AK-47 ever.
Someone's probably done it.
Look at this. What's the second barrel up here for?
It's just in case you got to get like a second person.
Yeah. Or look at this. So you hold it by the magazine and you pull the trigger backwards. My greatest achievement. Oh, that one worked. That looks almost reasonable. Like, great, except for the fact that you're
Look.
looking straight into the rail.
Triggers backwards.
And the trigger's backwards. Oh, the trigger's fine. This trigger makes sense.
Oh wait, I'm looking at a delayed view.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The best one is when you put in... Let's see. I put in Glock rifle, and then it made a rifle that looked like a Glock. And then I posted that into a gun server, and then people were like, "Oh shit, is this real?" Let's give it a couple of tries. Like something like this. Like you could almost convince someone that it's a real Glock rifle. So that's kind of fun. Also, I can make self-portraits. Tall, attractive, black man in a suit. Gold chains, afro, mustache. So there we go. Now it's literally doxing me right now, dude. I mean it's making exactly me. I mean, look at that. It literally is me. I mean, name a difference.
That's what you wish you looked like.
This is exactly what I look like. I mean, how would I look different? This is literally me. I mean, right now I'm wearing a basketball jersey, but you know, other than that.
You should grow an afro.
I have one. It's just not very big, and it gets lost in the... Look at that. This is literally me. Hold on. Bro, it's literally me. Like, what are you going to do? There's not a single difference between that picture and an image of me right now.
Basketball's a little red.
I'll ask it to make it yellow to make it less red.
No, your basketball.
My basketball?
Oh, look at the little.
Oh, that's just the
lines.
color grading. The lines are a little messed up. And also the fingers. But aside from that...
You know, wait, does he have 7 fingers?
Don't worry about it. That's how he's so good at basketball. Here you go. Basketball jersey that says basketball. And the 2-3. So anyway, long story short, I can get this thing to spit out self-portraits like it's nobody's business. You want to make a picture of you as well? Reddit.
Yeah, what is your description?
Moderator. Highly overweight. Sweatpants. T-shirt. Sitting behind a computer. Beard. Fedora. So this will be a picture of Deastl because he never comes on camera. So this is what he looks like. There we go. That's Deastl.
Yep. It looks like Notch.
It kind of does, yeah. Yeah, there we go. There's Deastl. So anyway, if you'd like to see some of the fun stuff I AI generate, feel free to hop on to...
I'm actually wearing a Vim t-shirt, by the way.
Oh, sorry. Vim
Gotta get
t-shirt.
that in there.
There we go. That doesn't look like a Vim t-shirt. That doesn't look like a Vim t-shirt. Okay, that one is almost a Red Hat t-shirt, which is like Linux-ish. Yet none of this is helpful. Anyway, so that's AI setup. It's pretty lit. Anyway, this is using my Ethernet cable, so I can have this on the network at all times without having to have it wireless. Because managing a wireless server is a very silly act. Redent. Anyway, back to the real shit. So anyway, if there's a room open for matchmaking, then you assign the one player. You assign the first player that was there to the left, and you assign the second player that's there to the right, and then you move them into a new game. And then if they have a game room, the first. Well, Bite Cats redeemed the bunny ears. So we gotta throw those bad boys on. Anyway. So then the first user goes left, and then the other person gets a /game thing, and then that person goes second user goes right, and then yeah, and then you go into a new game.
You are excellent at software architecting. Let me tell you.
This isn't actually software architecture. This is just a state diagram. Nice try. I mean, I don't know.
Considering how small the scope of your program is, it is kind of.
This is not a particularly complex diagram. This is a very, very simple diagram for a piece of software, even as simple as this. I mean, you should see the shit at work that we do for stuff simpler than this. This is surprisingly tricky. Now, the fact that we're just underdoing it helps a lot, but like most corporate software, they put a lot more planning into it than this, and it's a lot less complicated by like orders of magnitude. Like something as complicated as this in a corporate world would be, hours and hours of meetings and 20 diagrams like this.
Really?
I'm dead serious. I mean, you'll get it when you get into a job, but like there's a lot to it.
What about a consulting firm? Probably not.
No, at a consulting firm, it's worse because you guys have your own version of this, and then whoever's contracting you has their version of this, and then you go back and forth a bunch. Except they have 20 and you have 20. Yeah, it's not fun. So how anti-alias are these? It's kind of looking pretty crispy when you zoom in. Anyway, so this is what we have to build. Understand? Great.
Got it.
So open up main.go. Ooh, haven't been in here in a while. Ooh, I don't know what any of this is.
8 space indenting.
I've forgotten about all of this. It's been a minute. Not gonna lie to you. But we have the matchmaking, we have the fun room. What?
You kind of just threw it together.
Yeah. So we have the friend connect func, start matchmaking func, start friend room. So we have like the darn basics here. We have the new waiting room requests, which is of type waiting room request, which contains a waiting room response, which contains a game and ready. Rec declared not used. Oh, so I must have gotten halfway in here before I started screwing with it. Deastl, I'm remembering why I went on break for like a week and a half.
You left an error in there.
I left a lot of errors in here, it would appear. Well, as is tradition, 30 minutes in, I'm going to go get more refreshments because I've drank all my water and Coke Zero. I will BRB. All right. So we have declared not used variable. So we've got, are you still there? You didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I was afraid I was going through another one of these technical challenges that I come across from time to time. Anyway, so we have a thing for matchmaking requests to come in on, waiting room requests to come in on, and then we will have a case rec : GSS dot what do we call this? Friend code requests. Friend join requests. Which of course we don't have typed out here. Type friend join request struct rest chan friend, actually be the same as a waiting room actually no, friend join response, and then of course we need to make a friend join response, which is slightly different. It's going to have a G game, and then instead of a ready bool, it will have a found bool. And this needs to be capitalizated. Oh no, I'm on my ergonomic keyboard because my wrist started hurting today. And I forgot how to use it. Anyway.
Even like write any code today, or write any code at your work anymore?
Yeah, I wrote a bunch. If there's code to be written, I'll write it.
I thought since you were like, nearly bean counter stage, then you would be writing.
No,
as much
not
code.
bean countery enough. That's the problem. I'm responsible for counting beans and writing code, which is just a darn shame. Nearly, I applied for a bean counter position. They didn't give it to me though. I still got to write code for a little while longer.
You'll probably be there in maybe a year.
Hopefully, I mean, we'll see. Either that or some random like nonsense side project takes off, and then I have to write code and count beans for that. Just with way higher stakes.
And handle marketing.
Yeah, I got to learn how to do marketing. This entire thing is supposed to be a marketing ploy, but I don't think it's going very well.
Streaming's it's a slow growing thing to do.
Yeah, well, by the time we finally work on that embedded systems project, hopefully I'll have, I don't know, 1,000 followers, 100 subs. Is that too much to ask?
You gotta start doing more stupid stuff.
How stupid can I get? I'm already wearing bunny ears. I'm a very masculine man. This is like one of these Hollywood humiliation rituals. You ever hear about that?
No, I haven't.
Every time like John Cena dresses up in a dress or whatever, they refer to it as a Hollywood humiliation ritual. Where it's like if you refuse to go to Epstein's Island and refuse to get compromat taken on you, what they'll do if you still want to get rich and famous is you have to do humiliation rituals where they put you in a dress or whatever, according to conspiracy theorists.
Is that what you want?
That's not what I want. I don't want to get that big in Hollywood. If somebody ever offers me adrenochrome, I know I've gone too far.
Being famous sounds like it sucks, but then also the benefits. So you're like, like everyone's watching your every move.
Yeah.
But benefits of being famous maybe outweigh it.
See, the move is to be one of those people that like hangs out with famous people all the time and is like famous among famous people, but like regular people don't know who you are. So like, Tom Cruise will stop you on the street, but some random person named Jim won't. That's the way to do it.
Or more famous by proxy, rather.
Yeah, exactly. Where it's just like every celebrity knows who you are, but like any random person doesn't. Like being a director would be amazing. You know what I mean? Where it's like
Yeah,
you're involved in all this shit and everyone knows your name, but like you just walk out on the street and no one has any fucking clue who you are.
yeah. Like unless you're like Steven Spielberg or
Yeah, unless
something.
you're Steven Spielberg, Quentin Tarantino, or like I don't even know. Do you know what Michael Bay looks like?
No, I just imagine like a big explosion
Yeah,
whenever he
exactly.
walks in the room.
Exactly. So if this guy walks in, you're like, this guy kind of looks like Tony Hawk. I don't know.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it's fucking Michael fucking Bay, dude. But like, that's
He's
the
getting
level of
old.
famous. And then like, every Hollywood person knows who Michael Bay is. So he's getting stopped on the street by like other directors and shit, but like no one gives a fuck who he is. But what's nice about that is his name is recognizable. So if you're calling for a reservation at a restaurant, you can still drop the name. And then you show up
Yeah,
and you say, "I'm Michael Bay," and they go, "Oh shit, sir, here's your table." And they've forgotten about you the next time. Like that's the level of famous you want to be.
yeah.
The other option is just being a CEO of some like regular company, right? CEO of Home
Being
Depot, Ted
like some
Decker.
logistics giant.
Yeah, like no offense, Ted, but who cares who this guy is? But like you walk into the office and everyone respects you, and like you have money and like influence and power, but like this is just some guy on the street. I could have passed this guy today. I wouldn't know it. You know what I mean?
I mean, the most influential people in the world, most people wouldn't recognize.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if you're super influential, it's a mistake if people recognize you.
People at BlackRock, whoever the CEO of that is.
Um,
I don't know this guy.
yeah, no fucking clue. But this guy wants to get a restaurant reservation. He just goes, "Hey man, I'd like a reservation. Who are you? I'm Larry Fink. Who is that? You will make me a reservation right now, or your restaurant will no longer exist tomorrow." What are you talking about? Are you going to bomb us? No, I've already bought you. I will shut this place down. I do not care. Anyway. Oh, physical pain. All right, so we need to go back into the game state singleton, and that holds the games. So we have these channels that hold matchmaking requests. We have waiting room requests. So then we'll say waiting room, which is just a game, right? Just a game that we haven't done everything to. And then we have a matchmaking waiting room, which is a map of game IDs to games, right? So then when a matchmaking request comes in, when a waiting room request comes in, we need to return a waiting room response, which will just be a game already, and then a game ID string, and then a friend join response will be a game, or if it's been found or not, right? Tell me if any of that doesn't make any sense.
I've used this pattern before. I've never known what it was called.
What pattern?
The singleton pattern.
Oh yeah, where you have one you have a one struct or class or whatever that handles like a bunch of shit, and you only ever make one of them. But like you do it so you can get extra like object orientation on it. Yeah, no, this is pretty common in object-oriented languages. I mean, in like Java, you're forced to do it all the time because there's no global state. and then you do it when you want to keep track of global state slightly better. I don't particularly care for it. I prefer a more functional pattern in a lot of places, but like it's just so darn convenient if you're object-oriented brand, which most programmers are these days, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I've been doing Ruby, and it's great, but I would like some more like functional stuff inside of it. Like there's the lambdas are kind of awkward
Yeah.
um in Ruby. It's a lot more object oriented than um I'm not gonna say that I'm used to. But I've done a lot of JavaScript. So, you know,
JavaScript
Java,
is fairly functional in a lot of ways.
yeah. Yeah, it is.
But
I think
fundamentally,
it was originally
it appears that the language of choice is an imperative language with object-oriented features and functional features, namely lambdas. You know, it's like
I still don't think there's like a perfect language.
no, but it seems
There's
like that's what everything's converging on, right?
yeah.
But like way more object-oriented features than functional features. You get lambdas for functional features. Oh man,
Yeah, I mean,
how
Go
yoked
routines
am I?
are
Am I yoked at all?
pre-
Not even a little
pretty
bit,
nice
right?
to use.
Got my arms up, you know. I need to work on getting more yoked.
What do you deadlift?
I don't know. Like, who cares how much you deadlift? It's like it's about being how yoked are you, and this is not yoked at all. And it doesn't help that I'm at like 29% body fat percentage. Oh, I forgot I have the clippy in the bottom corner. That's good. I like the clippy. Looks like you're trying to use Vim. Would you like help? Thanks, Clippy. The hell was I doing?
Something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I also have it so that the time updates in the corner, which is just just an HTML.
You didn't even like make it a transparent background either.
Nope. Don't know how. This is what separates me from a lot of programmers. Some programmers don't know when they're too stupid to do something, and they try to do it anyway. I am not burdened with that. If I'm too stupid to do something, I just don't do it. I just go on with my life.
I think you kind of suck at aesthetic things.
Aesthetic things, I don't put any effort into because I know I'm too stupid to do them properly. Again, it's just this matter of I know how stupid I am, and I'm not going to overrun my bounds of stupidity. And I think a lot of programmers can learn from that. Just recognize how dumb you are, and then don't go beyond your own bounds of dumbness.
I mean, my entire time program, I've had to like put out the whole thing. Like I couldn't just, you know, put out one part of it.
And for that,
You
I'm
know?
sorry. Being forced to write front end code, that sounds pretty bad, frankly.
Yeah. But I'm pretty well rounded. I I think I have decent design decisions. Like I'm not a front end guy, but I can make a nice UI.
I read a tweet the other day. Self-taught programmers do the right things the wrong way, and school-taught programmers do the wrong things the right way. So I'm going to let that marinate. Welcome back, Bite Cats.
Definitely find myself, because I haven't seen enterprise code. I don't. I find myself having to kind of invent ways to do things,
Mm-hmm.
and there's probably a tried and true way of doing things, and I just don't know it.
Yeah, that's the best way to learn. I mean, you solve the problem and then you come back later on and read about a pattern or read about a strategy for it or read about an algorithm, and then you solve it again using the new algorithm, and you see where you could have improved on your thinking and go from there, right?
Yeah, the software design books have been a lot more helpful than more technical books.
Oh yeah, certainly. After a while, you get to a point where it's like any very specific technique isn't useful, but like hearing about like the vibe of how programs are laid out and how things generally are supposed to work, and kind of this like loosey goosey stuff that you can't exactly describe in a beginner's book are really helpful. Anyway, so when a new matchmaking request comes in, I mean, someone is looking for a let's see, someone is looking for a game. So then what we do is we create a game for them. Well, we check to see if there's already a game waiting. If there's a game waiting, we tell it to turn that game to active, and then send it back to the user, and then send it back to the right, right,
Yeah.
right. So we'll say check to see if someone is already waiting in matchmaking. If they are, someone's already waiting in matchmaking, then put them together and start the game. Otherwise, make a new game and sit around and wait. So if we go into our game state, what?
A lot with channels. I haven't done a whole lot with channels, so this is, um, I guess just looping around this until one of them kind of sends some sort of true or false.
Yep.
And then, yeah, I guess it doesn't return null.
Let's go back there. Oh shit. So this select, what it does is it just waits for one of these. I have a for select, which what this does is this is an infinite loop that goes into waiting for one of these channels to be sent on, and then whenever one of the channels is sent on, it just does whatever's there, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. I have a nasty bug in here that locks everyone back into a single instance of a game, but we're not going to worry about that for now.
Somebody else's problem.
Yep.
Oh wait, that's you.
Fuck. Shit. So anyway, what was I doing? I'm going to split this. I'm going to change my wallpaper real quick to another one of my AI-generated wallpaper packs. Find them on my Discord.
Get it all blurred out though, man.
It is. It is blurred. Oh, shit. Fuck. Hold on. Keyboard combinations. There we go. How does that look? It's pretty sweet.
Doesn't even look like good blur either.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Got other stuff in here. Cyberpunk, overdone fake Japanese, vibrant sunsets, beach babes. I mean, pretty fucking good, right? Now this one you can see is real stringy up here, which is the problem. Anyway.
I don't want to set my wallpapers up with S3.
S3?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean storage?
Yeah.
Well,
like S3 and then a small little back end to find the
worry not, for I'm building that.
Oh, are you?
That is the next stage in PageRanger is setting up so you can plug it into a back end, and then I'll plug it into my back end. And when I say my back end, I don't mean my ass. I mean my back end service for serving.
I mean,
wallpapers.
you're into that.
Again, I'm not.
You were.
I want to put that on the record. I'm not interested in anything going up my ass. I want to make that very clear. I cannot say it enough. No, thank you. Now, Deastl, can I get you to verbally confirm that I've just stated that I'm not interested in stuff going up my ass?
I mean, you have stated it. I will confirm that.
So you'll confirm that I've stated it.
Yeah, but I mean,
now, Deastl, will you confirm that you've never seen any evidence to the contrary? Correct.
I mean, I heard something from Lucas.
Okay, so you've never seen any evidence to the contrary.
I haven't seen any evidence.
Okay, so, and Lucas is someone who makes substantiated claims or unsubstantiated claims?
Maybe a less than factual.
Okay,
you know?
So all you have is less than factual evidence. So will you agree that it would be illogical for you to unironically believe that I like shoving stuff up my ass?
No, I see that this is why you're Ben Shapiro, you know.
I'm not Ben Shapiro.
Right,
if you analyze
right here,
the evidence, here's the thing: the facts don't care about your feelings. And if you analyze the evidence, and you look at the person before you, he is a black man. That is me. Ben Shapiro is a Jewish gentleman, and he does not look like me.
Further proving my point. Okay. I can't tell the difference between that impression and your normal demeanor.
How dare you? Then how did you even know it was an impression? Facts don't care about your feelings, folks.
You know, I think it was just a pitch. That's it.
So what you will admit is that I am pitching and not catching.
Exactly.
All right, then it looks like I don't have stuff shoved up my butt if I'm pitching and not catching. So there we go. We got him on camera or on voice, whatever. Now we can move on. No, what was I doing? Oh, I was going to go into game.go. I really appreciate this time scaling. Remember when I came up with this hack like 1 millisecond in and you went, Nate, this is ridiculous. And then I put it in there and it served our purposes perfectly.
And now it doesn't.
Ball state. Go. High and tight
balls.
or low and swingy?
I mean, they're not like touching the floor. Really any good, you know?
All right, so we got these various ball states started. Those game states. Got good old game updates, new game, whatever. Prison Pocket, are you using Temple?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I'm using the Go templating engine. Is that what you're asking? Or are you asking
No,
about Temple OS?
No, Temple.
What the hell is Temple?
Look up Go Temple. It's like JSX or DSX for Go templates.
No.
It's kind of cool.
Ugh. Why do you want to turn stuff into JSX?
Well, because instead of writing like stupid template conditionals and addition and subtraction and all that, you can just write regular Go.
How does this work?
I imagine it's probably you just add like a tree sitter or something.
Oh, so you have this other templating language thing, and then it, I guess, compiles it in to some Go program.
I mean, the Primogen recommended it, you know.
I'm not going to dick ride on the Primogen.
You already do.
Just because I'm friends with him and I respect him doesn't mean I'm going to dick ride every opinion he has. Unless it's his opinion on my my how to get into software, how to get into SWE Primogen.
I swear that's like your crown jewel.
Unless it's well, I don't want this. Unless it's this video, I'm not going to dick ride Primogen in his opinions. Thanks for reviewing my post. I'm happy to see all the positive reactions. I hope to keep writing more stuff. Thanks, Nate. You're welcome, Nate. I mean, this video is goated with the sauce, unironically. There we go. You're not allowed to switch away from the stream to watch the video, though. Open up another tab or something.
Watch all of your viewers just disappear.
I am light on viewers as is. Let's not go crazy. You know what? I'm deleting that message. I don't know how to delete a message. I can only pin it. Fuck. How do I delete this message? I don't know.
Well, you could pen it too.
I could pin it. The only thing I'm going to pin is https://npmail.com. Now that's pinnable. I mean, look at that. You got this 3D stuff going on. You got the silly font. You got fancy animations.
You ruined it with the 3D shit in the background.
What do you mean? Well, what else am I supposed to have?
Like I kind of liked the crazy cyberpunk animation in the background.
Do I get better as this? Also, shout out to my book list. I've updated it recently. I added Harrison Bergeron and Flowers for Algernon. Both of them just PDFs and HTML files you can read. You ever read Harrison Bergeron? There's an old PDF of Flowers for Algernon. I don't know if I'm breaking the law by disseminating this. I don't know if this is illegal or anything, but... Well, Harrison Bergeron is a story by, what's his name? Kurt Vonnegut Jr. About a dystopian world in which everyone has been equalized. And then Flowers for Algernon is a story about a guy who's like mentally challenged who becomes a genius, and then you get to see through his journal entries what it's like being a genius, having grown up and lived your entire life as a mentally challenged person. And then I'm not going to give away the ending.
Yeah, no spoilers, man.
But it's kind of both interesting stories. And otherwise, I have a whole bunch of nonsense. How to win friends and influence people. A lot of programmer types could use this. You know? And spoiler alert, this book just comes down to be interested in people and talk to them about things that they like, and then people will like you. Anyway, check the Discord for wallpaper packs. Temple. Yes. Meh. It's probably fine. I don't really care that much. Seems okay.
I mean, this is a whole lot better if you're actually building a full stack application with Go and like HTMX.
I suppose that makes sense.
It's a bit of a pain to once you're at the point where you got 50 different templates.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
It just becomes so much better.
Yeah,
doing it that way.
Fair enough. And if you can reference them from each other in an easier way than the current Go template way of doing it, with file names and nonsense.
It's very bad.
Yeah. And then I'm sure it automatically rolls everything into the binary the way I like to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do multiplayer WebSockets or HTTP3? Neither. Just straight up request via HTMX.
Just pinning that server.
Just slamming the server all day long. Ooh, TCP. Well, all of this stuff happens over TCP. I guess HTTP/3 doesn't, but everything else does.
I've never done UDP sockets.
It's the same thing, just without guaranteed delivery. So you just end up doing a lot more stuff in the client side, or on your in your code, in your user land code. You don't have fun network drivers that handle getting all the messages to you in one, in a clear way.
Okay, so it's not just gonna like serve you some amorphous blob. It's actually gonna check, I guess.
Yeah, I mean that's the draw of TCP is all that stuff is handled in the background of like making sure you got all your data and whatnot. Well, with UDP, you have to confirm all that and ask for resent packets and stuff if they don't show up.
Or you just be like, fuck it.
Yeah, I mean that's how like video stuff does, where basically, like on Twitch, like the viewers right now, all the videos sent over UDP, and then if you miss a frame or miss some packets or whatever, it just doesn't show you that frame and it just keeps going.
Imagine UDP form validation.
Yeah. All right, so Bytecast is asking if it's server-side validation of player position, how will HTMX handle it? Basically, there's no client-side anything happening. The only thing the client-side can do is tell the server, hey, the up arrow is being pressed, hey, the down arrow is being pressed, and hey, no one's pressing anything. And then every, so many milliseconds, the server just sends, or the user asks, hey, what's the state of the game? And then the server sends over the state of the game in the form of CSS, indicating the position of the ball and the paddles. So all of the logic is server side, and all the players can do is say which direction their paddle is moving. This is a very silly thing. I'm trying to convince my boy Carson to let us into some silly tech conference. And by silly, I mean cool. Unless they don't let us in, in which case it's silly. I'm trying to convince my boy Carson to let us into a tech conference and do a talk on this stuff. Will you predictive movement? No, absolutely not. That sounds difficult.
Game dev is definitely the hardest discipline of programming.
What is?
Game dev.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 100%. The hell was I going to do? Oh, I was going to make sure that there is... Okay, so we don't have any of these cases, which is good. Just y plus plus y minus minus. Well, I mean, it's a little more complicated than that, but not really. Oh, you're saying based on the last time up or down was pressed. I'd rather not. Because then you have to keep track of like what the actual position... Actually, you don't have to do that bad. I don't know. I'd rather just have everyone be playing in a few milliseconds in the past.
Syncing issues.
Yeah, it's already going to be enough syncing issues and nonsense, and the game already feels cheatery enough. Collision? Oh, collision's simple. I got that code right down here.
Just on server side.
Yeah. Yeah, this is all of the collision code. And the game is totally playable if I hadn't broken it to add in all this other nonsense I'm doing.
You could try not breaking it,
That is simply not how I roll. Breaking things is a part of my religion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, just like weapons.
What is the church of breaking things?
Well, it's not the church of breaking things. It's just a small part of my religion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a slightly modified form of modern day like Protestant Christianity, where I've just added in breaking things and weapons. Actually, you don't have to add in weapons. He who does not have a sword. And he said to them, but now if you have a purse, take it, and also a bag, and if you don't have a sword, sell your cloak and buy one. Which means, if I believe the Bible, which I do, weapons are part of my religion.
You don't have a sword, do you?
Okay, I have a gun, but still.
Yeah, but you don't have a sword.
Okay, fair enough. You know what? How funny would it be if I just bought a sword?
How good even is an $100 katana?
I
I don't even know what they run, you know?
Yeah. Good katana for sale. TrueKatana.com. All right. Gold katana, obviously gold. This one looks good. $152. This feels way too cheap. I feel like a katana should be like $1,000, $2,000. What's a katana cost?
At least above like $500 or $600.
Yeah. Okay, you see, this is more like it. $7,000, $5,000, $4,000.
These are probably like actually real.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, some Japanese man probably used this.
Doxed zip code. Yeah, I certainly don't dox that I live in the 30308 zip code in Atlanta, Georgia all the time. I certainly wouldn't go online and say that I live, you know, in this building with my house on top of it. I'm going to go there. You're free to. There's plenty of nice stuff. Right here is the Alluvia restaurant that also happens to be the same building as the Cheetah Strip Club, if you're interested in that. Otherwise, an LA Fitness. I don't know exactly who you are, but I'm sure you could use one. You could just stay at the Georgia Tech Hotel and Conference Center. Otherwise, you could stay at Renaissance Midtown. Get a good coffee at Daydreamer. Get a drink at Mid-City. Get some food at Atwoods. Get some other food at Boho Taco. Could read about programming at Barnes & Noble. And get some coffee at Starbucks. But you should probably get the coffee up here. And honestly, you don't want to go to Ray's New York Pizza. You got to make sure you eat at Atwoods. Otherwise, I mean, people go drinking at Cypress Street. Good place. Get yourself a bagel.
Have to go a block from your house, basically anywhere.
Yeah, just roll up. Yeah, it's really fun because I work over here, and I live down here, and there's a Taco Bell and a grocery store here, which means I literally don't. If I wanted to live like my entire life, I could do it in basically this area and have no problem.
You really don't need a car.
Sorry, this area.
Do you?
I don't need a car, which is why it's very impressive the amount of miles I put on my car. Because every single mile I drive is not because I needed to. It's just because I like driving. I was getting the pissing contest. Oh, well, I put 10,000 miles in my car a year. It's like, bro, I do that and I don't have to commute. Hell, the furthest place I have to go is over here. Over here. Over here. One of these places.
Those e-bikes seem kind of fun. I wouldn't mind having one.
Shaman says you'd be better off leasing then. To that I say, I currently pay $1,800 a month for a 1,000 square foot luxury condominium. And if I wanted a 1,000 square foot luxury condominium in this neighborhood, it would cost like $2,800 a month. So I'm saving $1,000 a month by having bought. And I only put like $8,000 down. So, you know, within 8 months, I've made up the money. Let's check Zillow.
You could start doing,
leasing my car. No. But the problem with leasing my car is you're not allowed to do things like how do I go to my there, this is what it's just showing my stream. I don't want to see my stream. I'm streaming it. This is very silly. I don't like this. How do I find, you know what? I want this picture. I'm not allowed to do stuff like this if I lease the car. Is this okay? This is bringing me to channel customization. How do I open image in new tab? Where? All right, let's inspect. Jeez. All right, let's go back up here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Is this?
Yeah, I guess
okay.
I'm going to overlay on
and
that.
Then I get the. Where the hell does the image go? Okay, is this? Okay, so that's not the image though. Where the hell is the image? Okay, that's something else.
Going down, man.
No? So the image is in this div. And then
you know what? They probably have it in their CSS style. If I were to guess. It's like the background image.
This is so lame. Anyway, I wouldn't be able to take my thing to the track. You're crying, man. Just go to your OF. It's not there. Sorry. What I really like about this is I've cleared my browsing history of all of the OnlyFans accounts I've been to except for my own. So I can confidently just type in onlyfans.com/npmail. And I'm not in violation of any of the rules. This is good. I've outsmarted everyone with this. Because last time I did that on a video, you won't be able to see because I haven't uploaded anywhere. I type in OnlyFans, and a couple of accounts I've accidentally clicked on Twitter pop up. Accidentally, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
You know the Primogen's got an OnlyFans.
That's funny. Is it just / the Primogen?
Yeah.
If this is porn. Yeah, see, Prime's doing the same shit I am.
He's got VS Code look.
See, he's set a banner and I haven't. That's the difference between. That's the only difference between me and Primogen. That and like a couple $1,000,000 and success and respect. But other than that, same thing. Oh. You were blackmailed for your OnlyFans, though. Actually, I came away from that negotiation looking pretty good. I was able to get the OnlyFans. I was able to not have to give up anything, and that was really it.
You know, I could have done better.
Yeah, you could have.
I should have got a contract or something.
Oh, what the hell am I doing?
Who is Shotmass?
Shotmass is Shotmass. Whitecat says, is Agile fake? Agile is not fake, and it is a philosophy for running software projects that is good and makes sense. However, it has been so twisted and screwed up over the years that it's absolutely useless in its modern incantation.
Yep. Management did it.
Yeah. Well, it started out as like, hey man, you're building a website. This is a website, dog. This isn't like some a hardware product that you have to, make sure you have all the requirements when you do it and everything. And also, these are programmers, not like ridiculous, very like sad business people, treat people nicely and build your product over time and put it out as soon as you can. And it's like, okay, well, that makes sense. And then they went, well, let's add Scrum and Kanban and 17 layers of fucking management and bullshit to it. And now it's screwed up because it's Scrum and Kanban and 17 layers of bullshit. And there's like certifications in Agile, and it's like,
What's like the perfect picture of developing a software product?
the perfect picture of developing a software product? I don't know.
Well, I mean, like, how should it be done? Considering you've been on both the engineering and the
All right, let's
side.
take a look. Developing a software product the way it should be done. So it looks like a skinny white guy wearing glasses, programming in, I don't know, what is this, Arabic?
Yeah,
Monospaced Arabic.
dude, that's like
On a
some
MacBook.
12 space.
Yeah. Let's look up the ideal Kanban board. When I say look up, I mean AI generated. And this is the ideal Kanban board. And we'll say agile engineering practices done correctly.
Yeah, management did forget that they were dealing with autists.
Yeah, honestly. No, the way you should do it, the way I've enjoyed it the most is at my last job at Grid Plus. I was one of like 3 or 4 engineers, 5 engineers, and I would go to a meeting every couple of weeks or every week with the customers who were trying out our software, and they would explain, sometimes in not very nice terms, exactly what was wrong with the software, and then I would fix it and I would add things, and I would say, no, that doesn't really make sense. But what that does is that has me acting as the engineer, the implementer, the architect, and the product person at the same time, which is not ideal for a large corporation, right? But
Yeah,
personally, for me, that's what I like the most. Because then I could just tell people they were stupid and their ideas were shit directly to their face. And then on the rare occasion somebody came up with a good idea, I would be able to do it. Or I'd be able to explain to them why I can't do it and then try to come up with ways that I can indicate in the software that whatever feature is not something that's going to happen, right? Because there's ways to do that with user interface patterns and stuff of that nature. And there's some things where it's just, if you can educate your users on precisely the sorts of things that your product is meant to do and precisely the sorts of things your product is not meant to do and why, they'll be a lot less mad about not having XYZ feature, right? That said, that's completely untenable for most corporations, though less untenable than you would think.
I mean, I think as an engineer, scope creep is pretty hard to deal with. Like that's probably the hardest thing to deal with as an engineer.
Well,
just
aside from naming things, and scope creep is very difficult to deal with. Otherwise, scope creep is definitely a big one. The biggest problem I see is that people cannot just cut it off and then polish. Everyone wants to keep adding stuff, and that's why projects just don't get done, you know? It's a darn shame. Let's see, Shamus. What about daily stand-up meetings on bigger teams? I actually like the daily stand-ups. The problem is people take too long, and it becomes like an hour-long meeting. Like when I go to work, my stand-up, it's me, it's my 2 or 3 direct reports, and then a couple of people from management there. And I try to just get through it, man. What are you working on? Do you have any blockers? Next. And if someone's stand-up report takes longer than 2 minutes, I'm getting kind of annoyed. And if they get into 3 minutes, well, then they've taken up 3 minutes of a 10-minute meeting. You gotta quit it, and we'll do a sidebar afterwards to really dig in on what's going on. So I think the problem with stand-ups is not that there's too many people or that they're bad inherently. It's just that people allow someone's stand-up message to go on for too long. A stand-up has to be like, hey man, I'm working on auth today. I just did this thing, and you can see my PR. If I get done with that, I'll probably work on the GHB XQC system, right? Your stand-up can't be, oh, well, I was going to do this, and I was going to do that, and then I thought about this, and I thought about that, and then I did this, and I did that, and I want to do this, but I'm not sure. It's like, come on. That said, stand-ups, you can only do a stand-up in, if there's 6 or 7 people in the room, max. I prefer it with like 4. Stand-up with 20 people is pretty bad. Like, teams should just be smaller.
Now, why do they call them stand-ups? If most people are probably sitting down.
You call it a stand-up because in a physical office, you all stand in some central location and talk about it, and it's such a short meeting that it would be a waste of your time to go get a chair and get a meeting room.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Good talk.
Yeah, There's our software engineering stand-up meeting. This guy, he's the smartest dude in the entire org. This guy,
Get that
idiot.
going on.
This guy, architect, he's okay. Product manager, don't like him. Guy, you're holding your iPad backwards.
That tablet's full.
Bro, is that a ThinkPad? Oh, man. Throw another one up here. This is going to be fun in games until the AI just like makes up a girl with her top off, and then it's no more fun because I get banned. But until that happens, this is a fun time. Oh, the AI is useless. It literally says stand-up meeting.
Are people sitting down?
There's people sitting down.
People.
Like, if this is your stand-up meeting, there's something wrong. Why is there a thing? You just talk about stuff. Anyway. This is never going to get done. This is just never going to get done. We got, 40 minutes left?
Can you even read your handwriting?
Can I even read my user, index, single, game room, matchmaking, player assigned left, if room open, assigned right, new game.
Okay.
I don't know what that one is.
Yeah, give it a couple days. It'll start looking like Greek.
Yeah, that's why we have to get this finished today. Oh, man. What's Greek writing look like? I was about to say, I strangely recognize all these, and I remembered I was in a fraternity for a year in college. That's why I recognize
Georgian.
everything. What?
Okay, Georgian. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the language.
Yeah. Georgian language. Oh! What is this? Ketzer, are you there? This is what you have to deal with? Gross.
It
What's
looks
Arabic
like
look like?
alien language.
What's Arabic look like? I kind of like Arabic. Georgian looks sad, but Arabic, is kind of fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, the hats.
I kind of like Mandarin,
Mandarin.
I feel like I could, within a couple of years, I could probably feasibly read Mandarin to some degree. I don't think I could ever speak
I don't
it.
think so. No, but the problem with Mandarin is all right, I'm going to write the cat jumped over the dog. The cat jumped over
Well, they
the
have what are called I think they're called radicals.
dog.
The different parts of the character that mean different things.
Yeah.
We have radicals too.
Mm-hmm.
They're just you know just crazy people.
Yeah. The fun one is Korean, where you can read Korean without ever speaking it, just because all of the letters have their own sounds. Right? So like if you want to read this, you just know that it's one of these T looking things with two legs and an L and the sideways thing. So it's just like sideways thing is ui, and
I mean
then like
that's
the L thing is and
kind of
then
how
j
Japanese katakana is. So
jinui. What the fuck that's it? No, that's ch. Chunwe. But like I guess that's a word or something. Oh, this one's better. This is bag, hat, dictionary. I don't know how this works. Anyway, Korean, fun language. Cyrillic is goated, according to Shotmiss.
I mean, the Cyrillic alphabet is probably the most based alphabet.
It's up there, I think. Reminds me, I have some Cyrillic right here. Bought this at a gun show. Not sure if it's legit or not, but I like it. I want to get it framed. Put it up, put it above my bar.
I feel like the languages that use the Cyrillic alphabet are sound the coolest.
Yeah, fair enough. While we have my prints up, I bought this one at an anime convention. I was just so relieved to see some non-degenerate art at the anime convention that I bought it immediately. And I explained to the guy that there should not be kids walking around here. And the guy's like, yes, I agree. What I draw is fine, but yikes. Because there'll be like a 9-year-old kid walking around, and it's just like, a big booby goth anime chick with her like boobs out. And it's like, there's places for that. A convention center where they let anyone in is not the place for that.
That's allowed.
Yeah, it's wild, man. Maybe she's in a bikini or whatever, so it's not like fully out, but like, come on, we gotta have some standards. Maybe call me conservative, but like, come on. That said, I'm not gonna say specifically which anime convention it was, because I still do intend to go there because it's some amount of fun, but I disagree with their opinions on, with their rules on like all the stuff.
I never saw you as an anime fan.
Oh, I'm not. I go there for the people watching.
Oh,
It's just weirdos. And then every once in a while, you'll go in there and you'll see some like real cool, like, I don't know, like a One Punch Man T-shirt, and you can get that,
yeah. I've only watched a couple. I'm gonna hurt some people's feelings, but I don't feel like a lot of it takes itself seriously.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's like it's been going on for like what 50 years. They've been doing anime like in the modern kind of tradition. So like,
Yeah.
I figure after a while, it'll yeah. Now they say don't bring overly offensive shirt/apparel, but it says not seen KKK. But like, if it's an anime woman with big booba, it says wear clothes. But look at this. If you're a woman in a bikini-style costume without full rear-end coverage, please bring a shirt or jacket to wear around when not taking photos. I've never seen a cosplaying woman in a thong, like, put on a sweater. Right. Like, I've never seen that here. I mean, at a con similar to this one, but not this one, because I wish to go to this one.
So that's why you go there.
That is not why I go there. Here's the problem. The vast majority of people wearing costumes like that have no business wearing a costume like that. And that is as much as I'm going to say. Let's see if we can find some examples. No, I'm not going to single anyone out. Fun place. Catch me at MomoCon if you're in the Southeast next month. I'll be there for like 4 hours one day.
I'm going to my local DevCon come May.
Oh, also the Rave. Again, not at MomoCon, but at a similar anime convention that takes place in the same city at the same time. The Rave is the single smelliest place I've ever been in my life. And that is not a joke. That is not a meme. I'm not playing around. I'm not, no tee-hee, no ha-ha, no wink, no nod. Smelliest place I've ever been in my life.
I mean, I've been in concerts where, like, the building was probably only meant for 50 people, and they shoved 200 people in there.
So that's 200 people who, it's the end of the day and they smell a little bad. Not 200 smelly people who it's also the end of the day and they smell bad for them. It's not like that. Ooh, should I apply to be a guest?
You know, cosplay as yourself.
Yeah, cosplay as myself.
Or one of those AI characters you built yourself.
Yeah.
Why don't you dress up like, you know, Mr. T or something?
Now, if I'm going to do a cosplay, I'm going to be Bo. The coolest anime character of all time. I just need to work on my delts a little bit, you know? Get some of these things
just
going.
a little bit.
Little delt raise. And then, of course, I have to dye my hair blonde, which I'm willing to do. And then he doesn't have a mustache, but just nose hair. So that's also another thing I'm going to have to take care of. But I mean, other than that, blue shirt, black pants, I can take care of that. I got blue shirt and black pants.
Those sunglasses are not being held.
I got like
by
enough
anything.
chest hair. Yeah, I got to get the triangular sunglasses that don't need arms. This is like the most batshit insane show. His superpower is that he has prehensile nose hairs. And then he goes around with this guy who I don't know what he is, but certainly not human, as well as this guy. Actually, I don't recognize this guy. I think this guy's definitely, I don't know. But yeah. Bo. Top tier show from way back in the day. I don't know why they have robo tracking on this. I'm a human, obviously. Oh, dang, it's gone away.
So sad.
That's a darn shame. Oh yeah, the sexy missile or whatever. I forgot about that. Oh man, good stuff. Shout out to Adult Swim from way back in the day. You know, the Adult Swim Williams Street. You know this thing? William Street?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you go to maps.google.com, go to Atlanta and search for Williams Street. There's a Williams Street over there, but that's not the one we're talking about. But there's a Williams Street right here that continues weirdly on the other side of the highway. And then the Adult Swim offices are right here.
Oh, really? So you just go walk up to him and
Yeah.
be like, "Hey."
Did I say right here? I meant right over just a little bit, slightly further here. This is the William Street office.
How many writers do you think they have? Do you think they do all their shows in there, or
No. But like you can see, it's this, right?
why do they like bay doors like that?
I don't know. If we go back in time a little bit, they used to have this really cool mural thing over here. Adult Swim, established 2001, and then all of these things. They have all the different shows they've had.
Notice how some of them are blurred out.
Yeah, because it recognizes it as a face or whatever. I don't know how old in time. How back in time can we go? Oh, had something else here. People who watch Adult Swim. Parents who wish they never had kids. Horses. Americans who love America. Vietnamese people who were born in China but raised in America. Blondes who wear belts over sweaters. Crocodile wranglers. People who have to move their hair to sit down. Pyromaniacs. Big boned heartthrobs. That's me. Yeah, this is like right up the street from my house. It's sad they got rid of all this stuff.
They don't have anything there anymore, do they?
You got 2014. Oh no, they sold that lot.
Oh,
This
man.
is being built. I think it's almost done by now.
Wonder how much that cost them to keep that.
Oh, I mean this is like a, I don't know. Let's look up the place. How do I go back to? There we go. Is this it? How do I find the property value for this place? Oh, it's not this. It's over here. So this is the Adult Swim Studios, and this is the lot.
They just had those empty lots.
Yeah, so let's look up lot. Let's see, 1041 William Street. 1041 Street. All right, so that's not going to work. Let's try 2001. Oh. Okay, so that's...
I can't remember what the site is for commercial real estate.
Yeah. All right, can I just look up like Adult Swim sells lot or something? What happened to the Adult Swim store? Why Adult Swim feature sells lot Atlanta? Adult swimming lessons in Atlanta. Adult Swim to sponsor Atlanta Murals Project. Well, that's fun from 3 years ago. Adult Swim Mural Project. West Side Bellline. Oh, I have seen this before. Yeah. Don't recognize that one. I think I have seen this one. Well, that's kind of fun. Adult Swim sponsoring all these murals.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of fun. And I didn't see the mural of Stacey Abrams.
You guys have a lot of wall art there?
Oh, yeah. More in like downtown area than like if I go to like Like, let's go to the aforementioned Stacey Abrams wall art that I don't particularly care for. It's at Boulevard and... Oh, no, I'm too far south. I think it's at Boulevard. Church Bar. Sister Louisa's Church of the Living Room and Ping Pong Emporium. I was right. It's on Boulevard. Yeah, but like you got mural. If I go over here, a couple murals. Down here, mural. There's all sorts of stuff around this area. This is all downtown.
Looks like downtown.
Yeah, it's all in like the trendy areas that like people go to for the day or whatever. There's less wall art, more graffiti, but I still respect it. Fight the power and all.
I mean, there's good looking graffiti.
Yeah,
there's, like,
this is kind of fun.
Scribbles. Yeah.
Good old G. Floyd. What else we got? Selena Butler, Matilda Beasley, Annie McFeeters, Dorothy something. Oh, the wall art in Atlanta, there's some decent stuff around here. I mean, look at that. This is pretty good. This is all in like the Edgewood area.
There you go.
Around where I live, it's not as much. They do have some...
Is that a Pakistani restaurant?
Like up the street from me. I'm sure it is. Well, what's funny is over here, this thing used to be a brick wall, and what they would do is they would put in wall art that looked like it was like the same type of wall art that you'd seen, but it was all corporate. Let's see if we can get some like good corporate wall
like your
art.
stream.
What are you talking about? Corporate stream? Yeah, like look at this. Like you can tell that this is an advertisement because they have a hashtag on it. Let's see.
Yeah, it looks pretty professionally done.
Yeah. There was one that was super corporate that looked really cringe, but I guess Google Street View missed it. Yeah. Like this one's not as bad as it could be, but it's still pretty bad as corporate wall art trying to be regular wall art, is.
It'd be so great if Google Street View started like say 20 or 30 years earlier.
Yeah, I know. If everything you do on Google Street View is go to if I go to Jewel, Iowa on Google Street View, and then I go to the high school I went to, doxing my high school, by the way. And then you go to the parking lot. Did they update it recently? Oh, no, they didn't. Where is it? Wait, oh, that's from 2021. Oh, of course. But the 2013 one, which they hadn't updated in a while. This is the truck I drove to school that day. My buddy's car, another buddy's car. Like I still recognize whose car everything was. I could name off every like half the cars in this lot. Who they were.
Ford, man.
Trying to think. I guess my girlfriend wasn't in school this day. Nope, never mind. She was.
I can't imagine you driving a kind of beat up truck.
Dude, I grew up poor, man. This is the truck we had, and I had to get to school, and I wasn't gonna take the bus.
I had a Volvo that leaked water through the roof.
Yeah.
And yeah. Fun times.
Yeah.
$1,500.
That's funny. First time I ever went upside down in a car was right over here.
How?
Someone who shall
Did
not be
that?
named rolled a car over here.
Bet you won't do that again.
I never did it. So a buddy was driving and I was in the passenger seat.
I bet you won't do that again.
Well, not in that
passenger
not in that
seat.
car. Oh man, good stuff. Good stuff. Got stars on all sorts of places. Where I went to college here. Good times. Good times. No, shot miss. I didn't roll the car. It was unironically a buddy of mine. I was in the passenger seat. Unironically. Used to live over here. Used to
Your
work
roads are so straight.
in here and then over here. What was that?
The roads are so straight. Just
Yeah, dude, this is
Jesus,
Iowa
man.
for you.
This is like I lived in Arizona for a little while. It's like that, but much less dense.
Yeah. Well, it's every mile is one square. Like it was real easy when I was running to know how far I'd gone because I would run down this way and turn and go this way, and like for once in a while I'd be gassed and I'd have to call my dad to come pick me up from like over here by Briggs Woods Park. And then of course where is it? The fairgrounds over here someplace. And I hate the fairgrounds. I paid like $6 to park at the fairgrounds during the fair, only for my girlfriend to sit me down at the picnic table and break up with me. No, $6 I never got back. Maybe it was 4, maybe it was 2. I don't remember. I remember being mad I had to pay it. So I hate Webster City.
Women could be cruel.
Indeed. Indeed. So I think that's enough software engineering for one day. What do you think?
Wouldn't you write like 3 lines of code?
I did half of 2 struct definitions and then 3 comments.
I think you wrote more comments than code
Look
today.
at this, 7 viewers. You see, all I have to do is not write code, and then everyone loves my stream.
And they all come in like right at the end.
Yeah. 10 viewers. What are you people doing here? I'm almost done.
Maybe you just gotta stream later.
I would have to stream later, except I'm not going to stream later. I have a life to live, man. I got to get up and like hit the gym and go work my day job, and I got too much stuff going on.
You just gotta give up that life and go to the streaming life, man.
Yeah, I can't do that. I have no money. Anyway, new viewers to the stream, check out my Discord. It's linked from https://npmail.com. So click on that and then go to the Discord. And then also I have AI generated wallpaper packs that I generate myself. And you can switch through them using an application like Paint Changer. And they're pretty good. So, you know, if you're really into wallpapers, you can get some quality AI generated ones, which I highly recommend. And when I say high quality AI generated ones, I don't mean high quality ones that happen to be AI generated. I mean high quality for having been AI generated.
Oh, and check out Wallpaper Switcher in case you're specifically on i3.
Okay, and check out Paint Changer if you're on anything else, or also i3. Literally any computer, Windows, Mac, Linux, it works. So, you know. AI generated wallpaper packs. Do we hit them with the Beach Babes? Do we let them know?
You gonna get canceled?
Do we let them know? I'm not gonna get canceled. I think I got rid of all the sus ones. Does it mines BTC? No, it does not mines BTC.
Why not?
What? Why am I not betraying the trust of my user. Frankly, it's because I'm not smart enough to do it. I don't know how to make a Go program that mines BTC. It sounds like a hassle.
I think you need like a keylogger, a Bitcoin miner. You need like, you need some spyware, just so you can remote access into their computer.
Yeah. Well, actually, I put my spyware in the XZ library. I mean, someone else did that. Well, there we are. We've had our fun. Also, all these wallpapers are 4K, by the way. 4K. 4K. 4K? 4K.
Why aren't they 12K, man?
Who the fuck has a 12K monitor?
They got 12K cameras.
Best you can get is 8K. And frankly, I use 1080p. I don't get it. I don't understand the use of a 4K monitor. I simply do not understand.
I think it makes more sense whenever your monitors are bigger.
Why do you need a monitor so big?
It's nice if you're yeah.
Just have a TV for that.
Yeah, but the pixel response rate is really bad.
What do you need? Both pixel response rate and 4K and huge.
Because
you buy a gaming monitor that has really low refresh rate and it's 1080p for playing video games, and then you have a TV that's really big and has high fidelity for whatever nonsense you're trying to do.
It's the image quality that you just don't really get with a TV. Like, it's not.
Oh, you're calling me Ben Shapiro? You're the one who's like, I don't know. The image quality is subpar.
It's not crisp. It's just not.
It's not crisp. It's crisp enough. Don't act like it can't get the job done. Don't forget where you started, where you've been.
Well, think about it. Would you rather have a membrane keyboard or mechanical keyboard?
A mechanical keyboard.
Okay. So wouldn't it then make sense that you'd want something that looks nice and is pleasing to use?
I mean, you're talking to an Apple product user, so I'm kind of boxed into a corner here.
Yeah. So, yeah, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, well, fair enough. Understandable. All right. Thanks everyone for watching. I'm gonna roll this bad boy into let's throw down you can go watch Kaitan. So that's fun. Otherwise, I'm out. I'll catch you guys on the flip. Have fun raiding. Goodbye.
Get raided.
Oh, I have to wait. I always forget how raiding works. You have to ready to raid in 5 seconds. So this is free bonus content. You're welcome. All right, we're raiding.